Okay, so I'm going to talk about the Stablefund AMA from yesterday, where Michael came out. Another YouTuber called Quality Crypto, who I've subscribed to, posted this yesterday, and I've listened to it all. I've listened to it all twice. So I'll put a link to Quality Crypto's YouTube channel, and you can subscribe to that or go and listen to the AMA. But I thought it was very interesting listening to it. So just to kind of summarize the AMA, first of all, what he says is that he had to stop Stablefund because of all the FUD, all the people pulling the money out, and everyone pulling the money out was causing the robots to lose money, basically. He was losing money on the trades or something because he was saying something about they couldn't cover the deals. Okay, so they'd run out of funds, which all sounds complete nonsense to me. All right, the way I see it is, if you had a trading bot, which I don't believe they do have a trading bot, they haven't proved it, they could have easily posted financial details. Okay, so they don't have to give away the secret sauce. Okay, because all of that is complete nonsense. So they could have just given financial details of all the trades they've done. You know, they bought at this price and sold at this price, and they made a profit on this particular deal on Matic or whatever. Okay, so there've been like 3 bots. That's what they said they were, and they were saying there's something like 2 bots that are connected to the API, the smart contract or something. Excuse me. Where was I up to there? So I don't know where to begin with this, to be honest with you. So let's just play this clipper. So so that was it. Going back to the thing. So he's going to pay out all the people who put in their initial amount of money. Okay, or not initial, their total sum. So if they put in 5,000 and then later on they put in 3,000, they put in 8,000 in total. And if they pulled out, say, 2,000, the total amount they put in is 6,000. So what he's saying is they're going to get refunded 6,000. Now, during this AMA, he also mentions that he's devoted 6 months of his life to this. He's made people millions. Some people have made ×5 or ×6 their initial deposits or the amount of money they put in. He's saying that you guys, okay, have let him down. You guys have caused this all yourself. He blames people for withdrawing money. But let's just listen to this one guy here.
After that, if anything is left, is going to be returned to everyone proportionate to it. Is that clear now?
It's clear, but how are we going to know how much is left if we don't even know what the fiduciary wallet is?
Yeah, and that's why I kept updating you. I'm not answering you anymore because I've answered you. Move on to the next person, Helps. We don't want to discuss every day.
Okay, no problem. Go with
Jokers, man.
Next.
So basically, they both laugh at the guy, okay, and then he calls them jokers, obviously, because they are a joke, okay. They're just laughing at this guy, and behind the scenes, I'm sure they're just laughing at all these people putting the money in. And one thing I'd say about this Stablefund, it seems like a massive cult. This Michael has got a cult following from Stable 1, which is the initial project in, I don't know, February or January or somewhere. I don't know when it was. Stable 1, when that collapsed, he gave out this S-Rocket token, and he gave people back their money. Okay, so a lot of people followed him into this Stablefund because they see the guy as some sort of a hero almost, I feel, and they kind of believe in him because he gave the money back, or gave something back, a token which represented the money. They feel like they've been refunded, and they feel like he's trustworthy. that he hasn't done a complete rug and run off with the money. Okay. And people will argue with me saying, well, he hasn't rugged, he's going to refund us, and we believe in him, we believe in Michael. And all the time going through this hammer, I actually heard someone said, we love you, Michael. Oh, it's really cringe stuff. It really is cringe. I don't know where to begin. It's just like unbelievable. I'm listening to this and I can't believe what I'm listening to. But there's so many people there who are in this hammer who hanging on every single word he says. And also what he's going to do, he's going to set up a Stablefund version 2 now. Okay, so he's going to do a version 2 and he's only letting in the chosen ones. Okay. You're going to have to now fill out a questionnaire so that you fully understand DeFi or something like that to get into the project. He's only going to let the good ones in, and all the people who are fudding or who are taking out the money or something, he's not going to let them in or something like that. It's just like weird, absolutely weird. He hasn't even thought this through at all. I mean, maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. But he's just like making things up almost on the spur of the moment. He's just no idea what the hell's going on. I don't know. He feels like he's making things up as he goes along. And he's got millions of pounds, millions of dollars of people's money. And one other thing that somebody said was, why don't you take the funds that you've frozen and put them into version 2? Okay. And Michael said, yeah, I would actually like to do that. Now, to me, that just seems ridiculous. If he's got these funds, okay, he should divvy it out and give them back to the people if he's going to genuinely refund people, and then let them make the decision for themselves to put it in to Stablefund version 2 if they want to do that. Now, I personally think people would be mad to do that, but I can see some people doing it for taking a punt. Okay, I can understand why people would do that. All right, but me personally, I'm not going to do that. Obviously, I still think it's a Ponzi scheme. I don't think there's a bot trading. I think it's all a load of nonsense. Now, it will be interesting to see if these people get their money back. All right, so I actually think he might well refund them, because I think he's going to have enough people signing on to version 2 that he can do the whole thing again, and he can make even more money from it. Because at the end of the day, the way he makes money is he can take the money out when people do an initial deposit. He's taking like 3% out. He's taking money on other things. Okay, so he can make money on this and be seen to be providing some kind of service. But to me, it's just a Ponzi scheme still. I mean, I just feel that the people who are in this just need protecting from themselves. They really do. They're financially childlike. Okay. Some of these people, they just they can't see the red flags. They can't see the wood for the trees. They just want to see this 1.5%. They've been in it for a while, since a lot of them have been in since sort of April or May, and they've been getting this 1.5%. Or it's been showing up in their wallets as a paper profit, whatever. And they're just kind of addicted to this 1.5% thing. I mean, I get that. I'd love 1.5%, but it just looks like a Ponzi scheme to me. I don't think the bots are real. He keeps going on about professionalism and how these people are not investing kind of professionally. But he's the one who's created this project, which is a Ponzi scheme. If he'd created it professionally, he would have signed up with the various authorities in the UK and potentially America, wherever. Okay, he would, if you're using people's money from America, then I would have thought you need to sign up with American authorities and stuff like that. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm sure that if you're trading people's money, you definitely have to sign up with somebody. Okay, you can't just do it willy-nilly. So, you know, he doesn't have anything set up. You know, he doesn't have any. You look on the website, there's no frequently asked questions. He's using a Telegram instead of a proper contact form or chat thing on his own website. It's all amateur hour. It's not good. But I just feel his cult following that he's got. People love him, and it doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter how many red flags I raise. People aren't going to listen. That's what I've found so far. They are not interested. They've just got this 1.5%, and they've got it in their heads that they can trust this guy. It's amazing. I find it absolutely amazing, and I can see how people join cults. And that's the sort of people who join cults that are joining this, because this is a cult. It is a cult, and it doesn't matter what this guy does now. They're going to think he's Jesus Christ almost. I think they're going to follow him. So it doesn't matter what project it is. I mean, I don't know what he's gonna have to do to these people to stop them following him, because it's just weird. That's all I can say. It's just completely weird. But again, my advice to you guys, which I know lots of you are just going to ignore and just say I'm spouting FUD and I'm the sort of person who's responsible for this thing failing in the first place, I would say don't touch this with the 10-foot proverbial barge pole. Okay, so let's see what happens next. It's kind of fun to watch in a weird way, but honestly, I don't want people to lose their money. I really don't, because I know a lot of people are on the breadline, and we're going to go into recession, although we are in recession at the moment, and maybe even depression. God knows what's going to happen in the next 2 years with war and money going down the drain, etc. So, you know, you need to hang on to what little people, you know, you've got. You don't want to be chucking it around in this. That is my theory anyway. But again, you're supposedly grown-up people. You can do what you like with your money. But I've given you my warnings. If you don't want to listen to me, then you don't have to listen to me. If you lose your money, I feel sorry for you. I won't laugh at you. I won't say I told you so. I've just given you the warnings. It's up to you what you want to do with it.